Good evening, everyone, and welcome to. This is Gil of Camp Pat Found the Compound, and with me tonight we got Tammy from Rebel Canners and Mark from Chef Tech. Welcome to the Monday Night Fireside Chat, and tonight's topic is your favorite things to can. And hang
Tammy.
on, bringing her back up here because she's on the road. There she is. Ah! There she is.
He's driving.
And
I'm okay.
Not driving. Sweet.
He's driving. Hell yeah. Oh, she's got a chauffeur. Where's his little funny hat?
At home. He has a fedora.
All right. Let's see who's all here that have checked in. And let me see what's going on here. All right. So first one in was Super Scout, followed by Chef Tech, and then Froze, then Mad Chick, Uncle Richard, Geeky Gardens, chit-chatting back with Kaylin Strain, Diana, and Diana's over on both channels, and then Sandra Volmar is on Tammy's side. And let's see here. I said Kaylin Strain, yeah. Shady Hill Homestead is here. All right. Okay, so tonight we're going to be talking, and you in the chat are going to be commenting specifically on what is your favorite thing to can.
Uh-oh. If Richard's going to answer that, he's going to be like, anything Mark gives me.
So what is your number one favorite thing to can before you start breaking off to everything else? Your favorite thing.
Who, me or Tammy? Tammy.
Anyone.
Oh, anyone in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh. My favorite thing to can is whatever I find super cheap on sale.
Where can I park it?
Yeah. My favorite thing is
a specific thing you can no matter what, whether it's on sale or not.
Like when you run out. Oh wait, I know what it is, Tammy. Potatoes. She's gonna throw the phone out the window with me in it.
As soon as I run out of potatoes in 250 years, I'm gonna can them again.
My favorite is cowboy candy because the leftover juice with that, I make my hot sweet red onions with it. Go great on hot dogs.
Let's see. Kaylin says nothing since she don't can. We're gonna have to remedy that. We're gonna have to set up some sort of GoFundMe to get Kaylin a canner. Some sort of canner.
Even a water bath, so she could do some fruits and jams and jellies.
Well, you could do. Come on, she's got to have at least like a 6-quart pot in the house.
Yeah,
she lives in an apartment, Mark.
In the apartment, whatever.
Yeah.
She's got to have some kind of pot to make something. Come on, Kaylin. And you can just water bath. You can make some jelly in that, and
hey,
you just have to stand on top of your boxes.
She can look up Tammy's recipe for saline water and make first aid saline water.
Yeah, there you go.
A couple pints at a time.
Yeah, she found some jars a few years ago, so I know she has at least 4 or 5 jars.
Yeah.
Diana used to can sausage.
Ooh.
I haven't gotten to that yet because I have my other method that I prefer.
We canned Jimmy Dean's sausage patties, the pre-made ones, because I found them on sale. Instead of $8, they were $2 a box. And oh my gosh, are they good?
Yeah.
Oh, they're good.
Uncle Richard said
pre-made
ham and bean soup. He just had some of his ham and bean soup from 2019.
Yeah, that was mine. I let him go shop. When he comes over, or we go to the cabin, come back here, I'm like, come on. He always brings my jars back. I'm like, all right, let's give you refills. We just go downstairs in a box, and I'm like, what do you want? And he's like, I don't care, whatever you want to give me.
That's why her stove shuts off after an hour.
Oh. Yeah, but if you're doing fruit, you don't need a water bath for an hour. Only if you're doing meats would you have to water bath for more than 25 or 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I guess there's some things you could do but like some tomato sauce, pasta sauces, you need 45 minutes. But really, you can do just about anything, especially if you're doing pints for one person.
Yeah.
And
or half pints.
Under an hour.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, you can even do pineapple. I mean, buy a fresh pineapple and make your chunks and throw it in a jar. I still have pineapple downstairs. Richard loves that too because I don't put sugar in it. It's just water.
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried doing coconut water in it?
Me? I have not. Never heard of that.
Yeah, I just heard of that and I thought, boy, that sounds actually really good.
That sounds interesting. I'm sure Richard would love me to try that.
You mean 2 items from Hawaii?
Yeah.
Oh, the coconut water is probably imported from South America. The pineapples probably come from California.
No, I think most pineapples come from Hawaii.
Yeah,
Dole has those huge plantations in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my favorite thing is beef. And I froze. So whether it's taco meat, which I have done, I don't know, like 30 quarts of, or meatballs, which I've done 15 of. But it was interesting is Danny and Oliver, when they got off the bus, with I had to grab them and Aiden, bring them over here because their mom and dad were in Idaho Falls getting the parts to fix the shower, which is something we were talking about before we started here. They had a PUFA in the shower in there, and the head getting yanked off by my grandson that has autism. He got frustrated with the shower and yanked the head off. But they were getting parts, and so Danny and Oliver go, "We're hungry. We're hungry." Well, Danny was in here first, and I go, "Well, what do you want? You want a hot pocket? No.
Tacos.
I named something else. No." And then I go, "Meatballs." And before Danny could answer, from the other end of the house, you hear, "Meatballs!" And Oliver just came flying down the hallway, almost plowed over poor Danny, and goes, "I want meatballs! I want meatballs!" So they each had 6 meatballs for pre-dinner over here.
Pre-dinner.
Cool.
Yeah, they're eating for hobbits. 11sies, first breakfast, second
more
breakfast.
along the lines is, we got off the bus. We're hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Instead of getting a sugar snack, they got a meat snack.
Hey, good protein, and it'll level out those hangries for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
20 minutes for a growing boy.
All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. Can't think of her name. I can't think of her name either. Disabled and prepping. Uses her Instapot Max to can pints.
Yep.
Yeah, how many can fit there? Like 3? 2, 3, or 4? I forget.
Depends on the size of the sausage.
You fit 4? No, the jars.
No, 4 pints.
4 pints.
Oh, 4 pints into Max. Yeah, okay.
How many sausages can you fit in there? I don't know. 1. It's really big.
Oh, you mean the big hanging pepperoni or summer sausage? The summer sausage, yeah. The Hickory Farm summer sausage.
1.
Bratwurst.
Stick it in. Make a little line. Raise it up. Cut it an inch below. Drop it in.
No, it's the Italian sausage you buy in the 6-foot snake. That's all. It's in a giant sausage ring. I used to love those. I just throw the whole ring on the flat top and just let it cook. Flip it over and then pile it up with onions and peppers. Let it stew for a while on the flat top, and cut it up and serve everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Heidi does 4 pints in her in the Instapot.
Oh, you can do 4 pints. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, in the inner pot. Gotcha.
No. So yeah, that I have been doing a lot of research over the last several months, and it's probably going to tick a lot of people off. But I've been tracking down doctors that are posting that whose posts are hard to find, and just about all of them give the same thing of their own personal experience going on to the big C diet, carnivore diet. And okay, hang on. We got someone in on Tammy's side here, puffing stuff.
You can always ask questions on this live.
Yeah.
Any live where you
Yeah.
can always
We don't bring anybody up here unless I know them, because we've had a few people come up and we're trolls. So basically for we'll take all the questions you want in the side chat. Yeah.
If you hang around our channel long enough and we get to know you, then yeah, you might get invited to the panel.
Took me years to get up here.
That's not true. You just had to disappear and then come back, and like 5 minutes after you came back, I'm like, hey, you want to go live?
Yeah. You had a very good person to vouch for you, Mark.
Yeah, I know. I was friends with her for 8 years before I met you.
Yeah. All right, Kaylin has the Instapot Dual. It does not can.
Oh.
But wouldn't it still water bath? You don't have to, if you don't lock it down, you just use it to boil with.
What's
That's
that?
something to think about. I'm gonna see if my wife has an Instapot there. She has 2 or 3 Instapots, different size ones. I'm going to ask her to see about checking that out and see if she can do water bath in the Instapot.
Kaylin, if somebody gave you a water bath canner, would you use it?
I think it's supposed to be, I don't know.
Oh.
I tried once. It was a fail, so I don't do panels. Oh, that was Kaylin coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, Kaylin, if somebody gave you a water bath canner, would you use it? That's Tammy's question.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, because, if you have a big pot that you can put, 4 or 5 pints in, and the pints you'll be able to put several inches of water above that.
Yeah, you only need like an 8-quart pot, like a Revere-ware, just a regular stew pot.
Yeah.
As long as it's tall enough, you put a pint jar in there, you can cover it. You can do half pints, but you have to do pint times. They're a little shorter.
Yeah.
So you could do that.
Now, I've seen half pints, pints, and pints and a halves. I have not seen 3/4 pints. Do they even make them anymore?
I never said 3/4. Who said 3/4 pint?
No, I'm just asking. I've seen pints.
I never heard of a 3/4 pint. Maybe it's a custom jar for some company.
Yes. Well, I think once you get below a pint, then you start talking about like 12-ounce jelly jars, and then 8-ounce jelly jars, and then 4-ounce jelly jars.
Yeah.
So once you get below a pint, it starts going by ounces as opposed to,
All right. Kaylin says she doesn't have proper storage for jars other than boxes. Okay. Oh, she does have a stock pot. Okay. Well, all right, Kaylin. Back when we were, in the 60s when we were canning, once we canned the jars, they went back in the boxes, and we had a piece of notebook paper, wrote on it what was in it, taped it to the box, and in the cupboard it went.
Yeah. And even if she's just doing like, she gets strawberries or something, or just wants to do whole fruit at the store, whatever's down at the market. And if you could buy it, it's on sale, buy it and just like make up like 4 pint jars or a couple pint jars of like pineapple or your favorite fruit, throw it in there, add some fresh water to it and lid it up and water bath it. See Tammy for times or get a Ball Blue book. You can go online and find the times there.
Just came in. Hello, Jill.
Oh yeah.
On the induction. It's a steel bottom one. Yeah. Yeah, I have an induction, portable induction that I use, but what you can see looking in the back here, you can see it sitting on top of the other stove. That's my induction over there. But then I went and got this, and this has been really cheap. It's down to $89 now. The last time I shared it. This is a indoor-outdoor propane cooktop, and it works great for the for my Presto and for just my stock pot.
Yeah, prepper for the ages. Me too. I don't like canning in the summertime. I'll do it. If the wife needs some stuff or Spanish beans, whatever, yeah, I'll do it. Fighting the air conditioning the whole time.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Your standard has three-quarter pint. It's just about cool.
I have no use for a 3/4 pint jar.
Yeah. Well, there are certain things that my wife and I, if we're doing it for individually for us, half a pint is not enough. A pint is a little too much. That would be perfect for certain things. But yeah. I can see that for, like, especially like when we get around to doing her favorite salsa for dipping chips in, because she does a pint jar. She gets about 2/3 of the way done or 3/4, and then she puts it in the fridge. Where a half pint, she goes through it and she wants more.
Yeah, and then you forget about what's left, and then you wind up throwing it out anyway.
Yeah. All right. All right. So yeah. So Puff and Stuff has a portable one like that. Yeah. Really nice.
Yeah. I had that problem for a while until I put shelves up. It's like, great, we got beans somewhere, honey. Where are they? I don't know. So unstacking like 6 stacks of pint jars and quart jars. It's like, oh, I found them. Great. Now there's 4 missing. If I put there 6 missing, if I put everything back on top of it again, yeah, the other ones will fall over. Now it goes to the top, and yeah, or you start mixing it up in other boxes. You forget what you got.
Yeah. My daughter asked my wife to come up here to give her a hand with some stuff, because she's got other problems going on over there across the street. So my wife told me she might be coming up the weekend of the 16th, 17th. So that's a week from Saturday. If she does, the one wire rack, which would be the opposite direction from the sink of where I took this picture from. So it'd be, in the kitchen there is the 6-shelf, 4-foot wide, 18-inch deep shelf racks you get from Sam's Club. She wants that taken out of there and wants me to bring in the white melamine totally enclosed cabinets from the shop and bring it inside and put more shelves in it.
You better support those shelves, because those melamine fiberboard.
Yeah, I know.
Shelves.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah. But she wants that
angle iron under them,
so that she can put the stuff I got on the wire rack shelf, the canning stuff, to go into the enclosed cabinet to keep as much dust off of it as she can. Because basically, we take something off the shelf right now, it's wash it off to get all the dust off of it. Because when the farmers start plowing around here, and I got windows open to try to cool the thing off at night, there's still a ton of dust in the air. I get layers of dust over everything in the house here.
Good times.
Yeah.
Uncle Richard, if you want 1.5 jars, you buy the jars. We can put whatever you want in there. I am not buying any more jars. None. Not a one.
Yeah.
I keep finding boxes. I'm like, oh crap! I got another 4 cases of quart jars I just found, wide mouths. I'm like, okay, let me put them down the other stack with the rest. I'm trying to consolidate everything into one place now. I'm sorry, Tammy.
I'm just laughing because I still constantly buy jars.
I stopped. My wife stopped. She'd be like, she wouldn't even ask me after a while. She's like, she'd come home with like, 8 cases of like pint jars she got for like $6.99 a jar, a box, Walmart sale, something. And she's like, I brought you jars. I'm like, okay. I had a lot of them full for a while. Right now, I'm running a freeze dryer more than I'm canning. So, but canning is up next for her beans, and she knows it. That's coming shortly here.
I have a bunch of beans. Do you have any good recipes for yellow lentils or yellow split peas or brown lentils? Sorry.
Oh, lentil soup. I mean, what kind of recipe are you looking for? I mean, you can mash it up and make it into like a patty and make like a burger out of it if you're into vegan stuff. I don't know. What do you want to do with it, Tammy?
I don't know. I want a good recipe. Then I'll know what I want to do with it. I want to find a good recipe. That's what I want to do.
What don't you want?
I don't eat them. So.
Yes. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what don't you like about? What don't you want to can?
I've never had them much.
You never had lentils? They're peppery. They're really good.
I had the lentils. I got some of these, and they were really good in a soup. I made a soup with them.
Right.
But I still have like 6 pints of the soup on my shelf, so I need something else, another recipe.
What did you put in your soup? Just beef broth or chicken broth and.
Yeah.
No, you got to throw like I do it with ham. That's what Richard just ate.
Yeah, I did it with ham.
When I get the ham, I put diced ham in there and that, and some diced up carrots and some onions. I make the soup. I add the carrots last. I add the carrots fresh when I throw them in the jars, just a little, like a tablespoon in each one. That way they don't disappear.
Let me see if I can make this work here, guys. Give me a second here.
Now, if I find something good for lentils or yellow split peas, I've
got 9 pounds of yellow split peas.
Ooh. I hope you got them in a jar and sealed up.
Yeah.
Don't leave them in the bag. Those bags are terrible.
Lentils. Spiced lentils with carrots. 4-ingredient, 1-pot dinner. Lentils. Best lentil soup. 25 flavor pack lentil recipes you'll actually love. Absolutely love. Cookbooks. Yeah, has some good stuff in it.
I like the red lentils in Indian food. I've made some really good curry with the red lentils. I just have never used these brown ones. They just look. There are plenty of. Google bring up plenty of them for you.
Oh yeah.
I was just hoping somebody in the chat had a good recipe that they liked.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
Kaylin said dal is a good recipe with lentils, any color. She uses the red lentils, but any color lentil doesn't matter. So look up dal, D-A-H-L. Yeah.
Yes. I that's what I made. That was the curry I made, was dal. I love Indian food. I absolutely love Indian food. In fact, I used to make it all the time. And then like 4 or 5 years ago, we had an exchange student come over from India. He was actually a college student going to college. That was a friend of my daughter's. And he was really super homesick. So I made him a home-cooked meal. And he told me it tasted just like his mother's.
Cool.
I made him naan. I made him some butter chicken. And, some love Indian food.
Kaylin will send you. She'll send you whatever recipes you want for dal.
Thank you. Yes, that would be great.
Puffin stuff. I have a brown pack of lentil right now. Staring at it, it stares back. Neither one of us knows what we're doing.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
I only buy them. I mean, I have some stored away dry, but I just make lentil soup. And when I make lentil soup, I make like 4 gallons of it. I do like giant pot. I don't like to cook small. Sometimes I do, but when I cook, it's go big or go home.
Yeah. Uncle Richard said he made
going in jars.
Yeah. Uncle Richard said he made made soup with leftover ham from Easter.
Yep. Yeah, he told me all about that one. He's like, it was so good. You just got to watch out. Everybody looks at the lentils, go, I'll just put the whole bag in there. No, don't. Follow the recipe. I clogged up my my drain, whatchamacallit, the incinerator, garbage disposal at my last house, because we made a big pot and we put it outside. It was supposed to get down below 40. It didn't. It stayed way above 50. and it went bad in like a day and a half. I'm like, forget it. I'm like, what do I do with it? I should have flushed it down the toilet. Nah, I'll just dump it in the food grinder. Didn't add extra water to it. Dumped it in, clogged it right up with paste. That's when I decided I don't like garbage disposals. We took it out and I just plumbed it.
Yeah. So yeah, check your local restaurant there, Tammy. Any Ethiopian restaurants or anything around there, something like that?
Oh, there you go. Add them. You can add them to
4
chili.
hours away in Dearborn. I'd have to drive 4 hours to Dearborn to get.
Oh, go on. You got your phone right in front of you. Look up Ethiopian lentil recipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Glenn's in the house. We got 2 now from Florida.
I don't know. I'm not a big lentil creator fan. I just like lentil soup because I like pepper, and it's always peppery flavored. I like that, and I add more pepper to it anyway.
There we go.
No, Kaylin, the noise is background noise in the car that Tammy's driving.
Yeah. All right.
You know it's not you.
I dropped it in Ethiopian lentil recipes, and so yeah, there's a bunch more coming up. So yeah.
I'm not driving, Mark. I am a passenger.
I know you're not.
No hands on the wheel.
I know. I know you're not driving.
Okay.
No, I didn't say you were driving. Well, yeah, I did say driving. Whatever. She's in a car right now with background noise. Yeah, I like lentils with my lentils.
Glenn says he likes lentil curry soup.
That could be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can find a recipe for that.
Yeah, there's if you search for specific ethnic ones like that, like I search the
you'll find it.
Or you go Indian lentil soups.
Hey, you know what? Pull up, see if there's Russian lentil soups.
Okay.
That would be a hearty soup. It's probably potatoes and stuff in there.
Russian lentil soup.
If you make it in Russia, it's got to have
Oh, hang on. Let me get in here.
There you go, Tammy.
Pictures look yummy.
Red lentil soup.
Oh, Russian red lentil soup. The red one here on the end. Oh.
Yeah, but I've got the brown ones, and they don't look as pretty as that.
You know what? Your stomach doesn't care what it looks like.
It does.
My stomach doesn't.
The thing is the presentation. Half of the palate is presentation.
So eat in the camper when you don't have a power in there and you got a candle going. You'll never notice.
Oh, okay. for those late night meals by candlelight.
There you
Brown lentil mush.
All right.
Yeah, but you know what? Flavor's good.
The AI got involved here after these first 3. Russian lentil soups often feature blah 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 blah. Popular option includes slow cooker red lentil soup with dried apricots, rustic brown lentil soups, blah blah potatoes, carrots, vegetarian dishes with green lentils and buckwheat, kasha, or rice. Yeah, so there are a bunch of different ones there. You're getting down here, and now you're getting to the other Persian lentil soup, Chicago 5, fave there. Yeah, so there are a bunch, all the different color ones. So Tammy, you can probably find the color, type in the color of the ones you have and see what comes up.
Okay.
But I'm just looking at, oh man, yeah. Okay. That's a good thing Star's not in here. He can decide, I'm hungry. You guys are making me hungry.
Don't worry, CR, if you listen to it later, I'm sure there's a recipe for lentil soup you can throw bacon in.
Now that might make it brown okay.
Yeah, right, because it tastes like bacon. All right. That smoky bacon lentil. Yeah, there you go. No, she needs to take her phone and shake it all over the place and start screaming. We'll think she's having a wreck.
No,
I have
yeah,
to
you
be-
know,
I
she
have
might,
to be
she just
careful.
might scare, what's his name, and go, what?
Student driver on board driving.
Wait.
Can't offend the driver while he's driving.
Yeah, don't piss him off.
Okay,
I have
got
no
a bunch
idea
of
what that.
tacos in there on that, but 2 spicy little dishes at
Gersha.
Okay. Oh, so
Oh,
what
I
she
love
likes
St.
dipping
John.
in there is the her beef bacon.
Beef bacon. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, so my all right. So probably my second favorite thing to can, apricots.
Oh shit! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 deer
Ooh,
in the road.
And you didn't flip the camera around so we could see. Thanks, Tammy.
Sorry, they were too quick. I was like, "Why are you stopping?" And then I realized, and I have to laugh because this is right where the cows are loose. So
Uh-oh.
praise
Watch out for
Jesus.
cows. They probably scared the deer.
Yes, praise Jesus. It was not the cows that are loose.
Yeah, they don't run. They just stand there and stare at you and go, moo.
Yeah, they don't run. We stopped to tell the farmers cows were loose, and we wound up spending 45 minutes and making a new friend because there's people on the side of the road you need to get over. Because apparently it's his neighbor's cows, and they have decided that they want to free range them in Michigan.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll find its way over to my place in at the cabin in Pennsylvania, and I'll get a free cow out of it.
I was thinking cattle rustling. What are the penalties for cattle rustling at $12.99?
Well, rustling means
a
you stole it
pound?
off their property. If it's like free range and it doesn't have a brand on it or an ear tag, well, ear tags come off.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that, but I'm like, I just can't believe somebody would let them run around at this price of beef.
Yeah.
If it was my cow, I'd be like, giving it a gold cage because, like, the price of that beef is expensive.
Yeah. Hey, Tampus. Yeah. Property agent said, Tammy, but what were they driving? They went so fast. They must have been driving. Oh, wait. I know what they were. They were on a tractor. John Deere.
John Deere.
John Deere. You can really tick a lot of people off. I say, oh, they were on a case.
Yeah. They were being chased by a coyote.
One of the farm channels I follow is Laura Farms. Her dad runs Case, she runs Deere's, and they swapped tractors with the combines on it one time just to do each other's. They were having a contest to see who could do a certain amount fastest. So they worked several hours on their own tractor, and they swapped and repeated several hours on the other person's tractor. They tied.
Hey, Tammy's got something else going. What Tammy?
Huh?
You just said, uh-oh, oh no, uh-oh. I thought it was coming.
I went down in a dip and I lost you. You both froze, but you came back as soon as I came out of the dip.
We're back.
Price of beef is crazy in Kentucky there with puff and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy everywhere right now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I've been seeing these ads. I found this on sale at Costco, and it's cheaper because I get the big old piece and I can cut my little steaks separately. And someone commented in the thing, it's the same price as if you buy it, in the big right now. If you buy it big or buy a smaller pack at Costco, it's the same price per pound. They're not getting a big bonus off for it.
Well, I just found that the beef that I canned last week in the video. I found that at Gordon Foods, and I found it cheaper than hamburger. And so I canned a bunch of steaks, and I just put them in as steaks.
Oh, there you go.
And I did some great big huge cubes too, because it was cheaper. It was $3.99 a pound.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
I know there's a Gordon Foods up in Harrisburg. I should head up there or Carlisle.
So
it's up in PA.
I sliced them. It was top round, and a whole loin size.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
And so the middle became steaks, and the ends that are all kind of not they became canned food.
Stew beef. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I canned them as steaks. They'll just be big, like pint size.
Big pieces of meat.
Yeah.
Tracy's in the house. And he's on your side there, Tammy.
Hi.
Yeah, I used to go up to this one store up in way up in PA because I had a couple accounts up there, and went into the store and they were, I mean, at the time they were selling like whole eye rounds, or not eye rounds, whole strip loins and all the good stuff. I mean, it was cheap. I was paying like $8.99 a pound, $7.99 a pound. I'd buy like 3 or 4 of them. Throw them in a truck, take them home, cut them into steaks, and pack them up and throw them in the freezer.
Keep it between the lines, dude. Doesn't matter. Somebody's passing you.
I'm gonna have to this week when I go up do my monthly shopping trip up there in Idaho Falls. I'm gonna have to remember to go over to the chef store and see what they have going on there.
Yeah. Uh-oh, we're looking out the window now. Nice sunset.
The sunset is just gorgeous over there.
Nice. And I'm sure there's probably a couple hundred deer in that field and you just can't see them.
Not tonight, but that's got cattle in it, so they don't usually hang out there. Of course, they don't usually hang out where they ran across in front of us either.
That's because those silly council people put up the sign that says deer crossing, so that's where the deer now cross. Okay. Yeah, that's that old radio show that did that. The woman was screaming at him, dead serious, that they should move the sign because the deer shouldn't be crossing there.
Yeah.
I'm going to mute myself in a minute because we're going to cross a major highway and I may say a bad word.
Don't worry. I can read lips.
I'm a terrible passenger.
Yeah.
There's Shannon. It's okay.
Yeah. So, like I said, my second favorite thing to can is apricots for apricot jam, and I've done blackberry jams not because I like blackberries, but because the family had 600, 800 blackberry plants that we made jam from every year, and we made enough for our family for a year, and my cousins for them for a year. And so I did that as a kid. We helped my grandmother in the kitchen, but I did can my own grape jam as a kid. Made about 4 or 5 quarts of grape jam. But apricot jam is what we've been doing a lot of, and I got 1 jar left. Just 1 jar of low sugar apricot jam.
I've only got 4 jars of the elderberry. That's probably my number one thing. Elderberry jam. That would be my one thing. If I could only do one thing, I would do elderberry jam. And I've only got 4 little jelly jars left.
Yeah.
Do you have elderberry plants at your house? Did you plant some?
I have one and it died. And I just bought 2 named varieties to add to the food forest. And I'm going to go out where I do the wild ones and cut and do some more wild ones. I've tried doing the seeds at the food forest. The seeds didn't take. I think the birds ate them.
Yeah, you're better off just cut like I did. Just cut the stems off and just stick it in water. They root. They don't care.
I know. I've tried. I told you that. But I haven't done it for myself. The ones I did died. So I've got to do it again because they didn't get a good start out. When there's nobody there to water them at the property.
Yeah, it can be a problem.
Yeah. And Moon over Miami came in. Yeah, my daughter's thinking about trying to get some elderberries planted back over on her property again because they moved things around, and the area they were had the elderberry in before, they weren't doing a lot of work out there because it was way in the corner of the property over there, and the deer got it. And Yeah.
Ate it down to the nub. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. That
Yeah.
decimated just about everything back in that corner over there.
Yeah, that's why I'm reluctant to plant anything at my property if I'm not there and I can't fence it in because the deer are just going to destroy it.
All right, and I guess
Happy Mac.
Pam at Happy Mac. Yeah, if she but was it Wednesday evening, or is it tomorrow evening? It may be tomorrow evening at 7:00 my time, which is right as the live stream ends tomorrow. They got the youth from church coming over to help them finish the fence off over there, because my shoulders, I can't do the post driver with my shoulder. So they're going to finish.
You got a tractor and a bucket. Use that.
Yeah. You know what happens when you do that? Those T-posts go whooey, and they bend.
No, see, you're supposed to. Well, you don't have a big tractor. You're supposed to fill the tractor bucket up with like gravel or dirt, and you just put it on top of the post, nice and flat, and just push down, not bang on it.
No, you got to bang on it. The soil, you got to bang on it.
Oh, okay. Well, you're on your own there.
Yeah. So, but my daughter was going through my shop,
post driver,
and she found the pins for the chain link gates. So she has a 6-foot chain link gate over. I gave her over there to set up so they drive the lawnmower in and out of the backyard to the big field, and so also I can bring the tractor in and do some work in there for them. But yeah, so once that fence is all up, then along that fence they're going to put the start planting elderberries and some other stuff over there too, so they can start harvesting that.
Yeah. Hey,
all right,
Tammy,
got a question here.
There it is.
There's the question.
You ever dry can, Tammy? I don't.
I don't either.
No, because dry canning is a thing that happened after I canned the 300 pounds of potatoes, and so I've never had a need to try it.
Yeah. I've seen on the Tammy's Rebel Canners Facebook page people talking about it, and the comments are 50-50, and they are emotional 50-50 whether or not you can dry can or not.
It is you either love it or you hate it. A lot of people really love it. If I had to can potatoes again, I would try it because they're more like a roasted potato when you do it that way. But you're supposed to have the water in the jar so that the heat circulates in the jar evenly to kill that organism that shall not be named, that really is just spores you got to worry about. But
all right, Tammy, here is Heather coming in on your side. Newbie wanting to learn how to water bath low acid foods. Where can I get reliable water bath canned recipes for low acid foods? I do not have Facebook to join groups. I have European chart times for water bathing.
Really, the only place I do it, we talk about that, is really just on my Facebook group. Sorry. I haven't done a lot of it myself, so I will not promote anything on my YouTube channel that I haven't actually done. I know how to do it. I want to make sure I know how to do it. I keep a times table so that if I ever had to do it, I could do it. I wouldn't be afraid to do it because I know so many people who do it and have done it for generations, Amish. But
you can find a ball blue book or a Kerr book for like 1965, 64. They always had the water bath times in there.
Okay, hang on here.
Gil has the link to one that has the water bath times.
That's what I was going to say.
I'm going to find it and link it down here at some point. Maybe
actually, all right, Heather. I'm going to put my email address up there, banners, and there it is. Camp Patton. There's 2 P's in Patton, so it's Camp Patton Family Compound.
Here. I know,
And
but
if you
watch, because there'll be
send me
more
an
followers.
email, and I will email you back the 1945 Kerr Canning Handbook. It's a PDF.
Okay,
So
I'm
you
just
can,
watching for more.
so that you can. Yeah, I will send that to you. Just send me an email. Camp Patton Family Compound at gmail.com, and I will send that to you. All right, because I do have it. There's the PDF of it. So yeah, the 1945, and it's got all sorts of good information from back when that was the standard, when you could water bath stuff.
Now,
Yeah.
what you need to understand, and you need to be very clear on this.
Yeah.
If you water bath low acid foods, you must bring it to a boil and boil it for 15 minutes. If you are at a higher altitude than one where you would have to use 15 pounds of pressure, if you were doing that, you need to add more time.
And
Yeah.
you're
So that
talking
is for
about
low
the
acid
actual
foods
food.
that you water bath.
Yeah. You're actually talking about
So when
after you preserve it for 3 hours, you need to heat it for 15 minutes.
So when you open it, you water bath it, you put it on the shelf. Whenever you open that jar of low acid foods that have been water bathed, then you must cook it for 15 minutes. You must bring it to a boil and sustain it at a boil for 15 minutes before you taste it, to season it, or before you eat it. Just so you know, a lot of store-bought foods used to have that warning too. They don't now because they irradiate them, but that's a whole nother story for another day.
Yeah. All right, hang on to see. Yeah.
Yep. Same thing happening in the United States. You go to Europe, they still water bath in Europe because pressure canners are prohibitively expensive over there.
Yeah.
So they water bath, and they have their times, and they do it their way.
And my grandmother, who was born in 1899, water bathed everything, and her mother water bathed everything from the time canning jars first came out. So yeah.
I do have a Facebook group that is specific for Australia for canning. Just so you know.
She's not on Facebook at all, so.
Oh, that's okay. She's the one that's not on Facebook. All right.
Yeah. All right.
So Puffin Stuff, I want to tell you right now that if you are self-taught, you still need to go get some chart that is older than 1971, or not older, newer than 1971.
Yeah, get the updates
for your times, and make sure you have that. Don't depend on the internet for that. Make sure you have a hard copy of the times for each food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found a lot in my 1934 Blue Book that even they had pressure canners. The pressure canning times were usually longer in most cases than the times today. Some were shorter, most were longer, and I've looked at those, and I made my own notes on those, so I know which times to use. And you can always go a little longer; it doesn't hurt it. It just cooks the food a little more.
All right, one of the things I had to water bath that was low acid. Because the rubber gaskets on my Presto failed, and I had to turn it into a water bath canner. I did some chicken chicken soup, chunky chicken soup. It's almost like a chicken stew. And so I just did it for the because I'd already been doing it, but I started the boil time over. Froze there for a second. I started the time over, and I boiled it for what was recommended for the meat water bath times for chicken, and I just started over because even though it had been boiling in there, trying to bring up the pressure till the gasket failed. So I just started the time over just to make sure I had the full time for it. And and so like when I go to open that up, it's going to go in the pot, and I'm going to cook it for another 15 minutes before I eat it.
Thing. If you're water bathing, you cannot let it stop boiling.
Yeah.
It needs to be at a rolling boil, so you keep another pot on the stove right next to it with boiling water in it.
Yeah.
Boiling at the same time. That way, as the water level goes down, you take your ladle, pitcher, gloves, whatever you got, and move boiling water to keep that rolling boil going. And you got to keep at least an inch, if not more, of water above the tops of the jars. So it could be it's very time consuming, 3 hours for most items. Seafood, I wouldn't even attempt doing seafood in water bath ever.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry. Yeah, I would. Yeah, since I do have pressure canners, I would pressure can it. But yeah, water for water bathing. Yeah, the you do not ever shortchange the times in the canning recipes.
I don't care if it's pressure or water bath. You can always go more. Don't go less.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, I think he's off the
All right.
main road now.
What is the name of? Oh, she might via friend's Facebook account. Okay, yeah. So she wants to know what the name of your Australian Facebook group is.
Is it Rebel Canners Australia?
Rebel Canners Australia. Yeah.
Rebel Canners Australia. Okay.
You just have to. You can't. It's not like everybody can go on there like any other Rebel Canner pages for Facebook. You got to answer the questionnaire, and then you have to wait for a moderator to let you in.
Yeah.
And she has some good moderators. You got Darren as one of your moderators down there, don't you?
Yeah, but Darren's not in Australia anymore.
Yeah, but he still moderates.
He's in Georgia, so he's in a different time zone again.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does moderate.
Yeah.
So
you made it. You're alive. No dents.
Yeah, barely.
No extra meat.
I'll sit here, Sawyer.
No extra meat to can, like deer on the road.
Yeah. So yeah,
sure, I can see Tammy sitting on the side of the road after whacking a deer in the head and not doing any damage. And what's she doing? She's pulling out the stove and she's water bathing venison on the side of the road.
Yeah.
She didn't hear that, or maybe she did. She's ignoring me.
Yeah. But for those that when I mentioned about this here, this is a propane indoor-outdoor cooktop. Let me see if I can do it here. You see what the price has been dropping every time I check it. The price drops a little bit on it. So let me do.
Yeah, puffing stuff. I've done that. If I'm water bathing, sometimes I'll use my pressure canner. I'll put the lid on there. And I won't really crank it down. No need to, because you're just water bathing. But just the weight of the lid of an All-American sitting on there and the vent open, your temperature does go up a tiny bit. You're getting maybe a half a PSI of pressure if you don't latch it. If you latch it, I've gotten 3 PSI on my pressure canner without putting the weight on there.
Yeah. So my wife had me get this 1.5 quart kettle. That's what I had hot water in when the gasket failed on the Presto. So I had hot water boiling. I just pouring it in. But this is the cooktop, and it is down. It went up $2. It's now up to $89.99. It was $99.99 when I bought it. But yeah, so anybody interested in that, I'll drop the link down here for you guys. There's the link, so you can check Amazon. Of course, Australia, if you need it down there, you can check out the same. You just search the same name down there and see if they have it down there. But yeah, it's got the regulator on it. It's yeah.
How many BTUs is that? 30,000. It's like 15,000 each or something.
19,000 BTUs.
It's like 9,500 per burner. That's a pretty good burner.
Yeah. Like I said, I canned on that when I did the cowboy beans. I heated the I ground the beef, then I dumped the beef and the baked beans into this pot. And from that pot, I filled up the quarts and I put it in the canner and I canned it. And that was the first time. This here is the first time I ever pressure canned. And Tammy was on a live with me, keeping me on the straight and narrow.
You're on mute still, but that's all right.
So that's right.
Yeah.
I'm being dive bombed by the first mosquito of the year. He opened the door on me and let in a mosquito.
Yeah. Tough and stuff. Here's the thing about the boiling water bathing. If it goes below the top of the lid, now the top of the lid is getting cold air to it, so it's not quite as hot. So you're taking a chance there. That's why usually people say, "Oh, I put 1 inch over." Others go, "No, I put 2 or 3 inches over."
Yeah, but the water bath time and the steam canning time is the same time, so she's not wrong.
Yeah. And steam, if in an open pot, steam is not hotter than the water boiling temperature at your altitude. If you contain it, that's when steam gets hotter. That's why I use a pressure canner, because it'll get up. The pressure increases the temperature, just like the radiator on your car. Now,
the other thing you need to know, if you are in a mountainous region, I don't think you are in Australia, but if you are in a mountainous region, the time for the water bath goes up when you're in the mountains. Yeah. So you do need to know your altitude.
Yeah.
Too, because that's where it goes from 3 to 4 hours, depending on your altitude.
Yeah, that's why up in mile up in the air in Colorado now, water boils at 180 degrees. Yeah. Because it's air pressure holding it down. And on the opposite of that, if you were somehow in a coal mine
valley
way below sea level, like 1,000 feet below sea level, water would boil at and I did a paper on that, water would boil at 220 degrees in an open pot, because it takes that much more heat to get the water to boil because of the air pressure on you.
Okay. How long do water bath cans land on the shelf if stored in a door? Okay. All right. Example. Pears, not jam, just canned pears. My mom canned pears in 1971, and in 1982, over 10 years, we were still eating them because she canned them in half-gallon jars.
Yeah, and a lot of that is dependent on the type of seal on your rings, on your lids. Everything, because some guy did it and it lasted 10 years. Yours may only last 2 before something happens.
Yeah,
the seal fails.
Did you wipe them all off really good? Is your room very, like you said, dry? But there's different levels of dry. So I can't give you an answer because there's just so many variables there.
Yeah.
But I have had things. Like I tested some milk and I did 9 jars. And so I opened the last one at 9 years. So, I mean, it just depends on your storage conditions. And so here's what they say, that it starts to break down. So you lose vitamins. Well, you don't really lose vitamins. They break down. Our bodies are these wonderful machines that are nuclear generators. And we can take those partial things and put them back together and use them in our body. So even if they are broken down in there, you're still going to have the same nutrients. It's just going to take your body more energy to use them. When they measure it, they're only measuring whole vitamins, whole this nutrient, that nutrient out of it. So they're not going to tell you that there's still the building blocks in there, but they're in there.
And the longer it sits, you already cooked at a high pressure for whatever period of time. The longer it sits, the more the food quality deteriorates. So there's that too. So your chunks of beef will just turn to mush after a while, sitting in the vacuum, whatever, after they're at pressure. So cube beef at the bottom of the jar, you'll start to see just crumbles of beef sludge.
Yeah.
I know because I found a jar of corned beef I did 8 years ago, and I was like, ew, I'm not eating that.
All right, Jack, you're not supposed to be afraid of pressure canning. You just need, it's just like, all right, it's like handling a pew-pew. You exercise caution. You don't be afraid of it.
Yeah, read the book. Read the book, and stop watching those pictures that they put on Facebook pages of the canner lid jammed in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's another canner lid still in the oven.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Puffin Stuff says, I've had issues with ball lids lately. Who hasn't?
Yeah.
I've been using Superb recently. Yeah.
When you order them off the Superb website, use the code RebelCanners20 and save 20%.
Yeah, so Rebel Canners 20, because Tammy works with them, and she teaches at the summit back there in Ohio. I forget the town name. I'm sorry, Tammy.
It's Berlin, or there's Millersburg.
Yeah. Millersburg. Superb is one of the main sponsors of the summit back there, the food summit. So yeah,
it's now called Spoon to Seed.
Seed to Spoon. Yeah.
Seed to Spoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Superb was there. I was buying sleeves of lids super cheap, and then at the end of the show, they were just walking around going, "Hey, what would you like?" And I'm like, "I'll take the 36 pack of regular lids." And they went to my buddy Uncle Richard, and said, "What do you want?" And I was like, wide mouth. He's like, "I'll take the wide mouth lids." So I got wide mouth lids too, because he doesn't can, not yet. We're working on it.
All right, Heather. Water needs to be above the lids when water bathing. Because
over the lid, over the top of the jar,
over the top of the lid. If it's up to the neck, that top part's not getting as hot as it can be, and there's a possibility of it not being cooked right in the canning process.
Properly preserved.
Then you're steam canning. You're not water bathing. 1 inch of water above the jar, you're water bathing. If you're not, you're steam canning.
Yeah, and you steam canning, that takes a different type canner. Now she's using the standard twist-on lids, not the two-piece. When using the twist-on lids, it's not like with the ball lids or the Kerr lids where you put the lid on, you put the ring on, and you just do finger tight. For the standard twist-on lids, you crank that sucker down.
I've never canned with solid one-piece lids.
I have. This is actually a solid one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep my solid one-piece lids for when I open something.
Yeah.
Because my wife generally destroys the lid with a can opener or whatever to get it open. I can just pop them with my fingernails. But I'm like, yep. And I just keep a bunch of them sitting on the counter. So when she pops something open, puts it in the fridge, she just puts the other lid on there and turns it down tight. I reuse those all day long.
Yeah. Siphoning is a whole show on itself. We did one.
We did a live stream back here. Hang on, let me look.
Yeah, a long time ago. There's
like
so
4
many
months ago.
reasons. We could talk for a whole hour on why your jar might siphon. There's 101 reasons.
Yeah, I'm just looking back. I'm looking back here. Sauces, canning lamb, canning cheese.
It's been over a year. You're gonna.
Yeah, it was right before you went offline for a little bit there, Gil.
I thought it was after I got back here. Let's see.
That's right.
Hang on. Okay, March. Okay, it's been a year. March 24th, 2025. On my channel, it is video number 1332. What is siphoning and canning? And that's we did an hour-long show on that. So so it's video number 1332. What is siphoning and canning? And you can go back and check that one out. let's see here.
Yeah, fear. I was never allowed really in the kitchen either. My mom was running the pressure cooker, cooking whatever, because she would just stand there the whole time while it was running to make sure. And it was the
Yeah.
one. It was the old Presto pressure cooker with the 3-piece.
Because
It wasn't a jiggler. It was a Revereware. It had that little flapper with the rotator dial for like 5, 10, 15. I mean, she wasn't canning in it. She was just cooking food in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd do broccoli in there and turn it to paste. But anyway, that's another story.
But anyway, it's because that boiling water is hot, and a lot of our parents remember there wasn't a whole lot they used to be able to do for people that would get burned. Like they get burned at cooking on a wood stove, or they get burned because their oil lamp caught the house on fire, and they got burns, severe burns. They didn't have burn clinics like we do now. You died a horrible death, and so they kept you out of the kitchen because they didn't want to trip on you and give scalding water, and both of you get burned because they tripped over a kid in the kitchen,
right,
or a dog.
All right.
Or, you know.
Yeah, puff and stuff. You're right, but don't leave it in overnight. That's the one key to not siphoning is after your pressure canner gets to 0 and your weight is on there. I always check it. I pull my weight off, stick my finger on there. Eventually, it'll create a suction, and you got to catch it just right. I just take the weight off of there, and I'll let it sit in the stove, depending on the temperature in the house and all that. And I'll let it sit for a good half hour or so to let all the pressures equalize inside the canner. Because when you open that canner up really quick and the cold air rushes in, oh yeah, the pressure increases in those jars and just spit. And I've gotten broth spit everywhere. I pulled a jar out and it started siphoning before I got it to the counter. What a mess.
Yeah. It's yeah. Like when I do the taco meat here, in either the Presto or the All American, I wait until that gauge is totally down and hits the pin and rests on the pin, and I give it a half hour before I lift the gauge, because I've lifted it, especially with the American, the All American, because it's more aluminum in the canner, so it stays hotter longer inside.
More thermal mass. Yeah.
Yeah. I've listened. I usually go. It's like, okay, well, I'm just going to let it sit for a while.
Yep.
And yeah, when I let it sit and go, so it's well pat. You know, I say, okay, I'm going to give it a half hour. I'm going to go do something else, and then come back and check it again. Yeah, that's the time when I do not have siphoning. When I think, okay, I can take it off now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get a little bit of siphoning. It's like,
damn, Tammy, it got dark there fast. Holy crap.
I said I needed him to get driving and get home before it got dark. I didn't want to be chasing the deer across the road in the dark.
Yeah.
But I need to go in. But when I go in, I know I'm not going to have good internet. But
yeah.
I
All right, we're
get
going
up at 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So
yeah, Heather, you're on your own with that one.
All right.
Adding vinegar to something for water bath to bring your time down.
Oh,
yeah.
There's a green
I've heard that
recipe.
for adding it to the food, not the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Per quart.
That's to increase the acid level to lower your times. I guess it works. I've never done that.
Yeah, Tammy's saying
I've seen that with green beans. I haven't tried it yet. I had an Amish woman give me the recipe, and I do want to try it. But I will not put anything on my channel that I haven't tried and tested and fed to my own family. So
yeah. All right.
And unfortunately, if she feeds it to her family and herself, we'll never know if it was bad.
Yes, we will.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So coming up this week, on my other channel, Gray Man Prepping, that's Gray with an A, tomorrow night, same time as we started tonight. The topic is, when is bugging out worth the risk? Thursday night for Gray Man Prepping is the Midnight Ride. That actually starts at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, USA time. Friday, back here on Camp Patton at the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern. The topic is Homestead Update. I'm going to be updating everything we're doing on the two properties here. all the changes and stuff we're doing and the additions, everything that's gone on since last summer, since I did the last update. And so we'll be covering that. Saturday on Gray Man Prepping for Survival Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. After your loved ones are gone, what are your plans? And then next Monday, here, the topic is wet or dry pack tanning. So we talked a little bit about it tonight. We'll go into it a little bit more next week, and we'll pull out, a bunch of the documentation and stuff for you, and we'll be talking about that stuff. So that's next week is dry or wet pack canning, and that's what's coming up for the week here. Tammy's still working multiple jobs, so she's not doing midweek lives.
I did go to the zoo this weekend, and I have a ton of cute shorts, and so I have a different zoo short every day this week coming out. So check on that.
All right, yeah. So check it.
You might get a glimpse of my grandson.
Yeah. So check out. Keep an eye out on Rebel Canners, and we will. Hopefully, we'll see you around. Hopefully, we'll definitely see you all next Monday, and hopefully, you'll be able to catch some of my other live streams during the between now and then. All right, everyone. Don't worry about pressure canning being scary. It's only scary because you haven't done it yet. All right, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you around.
See ya. Tammy said good night.